Wawa 250, powered by Coca-Cola, here at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. Green flags out at Daytona.
Well, we'll have to follow up on that 21, starting to the back. Can be no big deal, Rick, or can be a huge deal if you have an accident early.
Joe Gibbs Racing has to feel pretty good about the Toyotas and everyone starting toward the front here at Daytona. As they race 2 by 2, Dave, an update on that 21?
Yeah, Rick, the team just informed me, and that was a scramble right there, that they were actually going to the back anyway after qualifying.
The 51
there's a big crash
was around. Also, the 21 caught up in it, Austin Hill. After starting in the back now, he was involved in this incident. The 28 was slow, and everyone checked up from behind Kyle Sieg.
As he comes to pit road, Rick, listen to this radio.
It's vibrating so bad I can't even breathe. And so, I don't know what the f*** is going on.
They said you met minimum speed, but bring it to us with all that information. He's going to the garage.
And see, it would make ground in the corner. All that's great. He's like, all right, I'm making ground, I'm going to the front. Now when they get here.
Yeah, could he clear Allmendinger? No.
But the bottom, there's gotten more cars. More guys have started to get down there.
See Ryan Sieg in the 39 just in front of Jesse Love. Allgaier goes down to block Chandler Smith. Down the backstretch for the final time in the stage. Allgaier in the middle of the racetrack. A pretty good run there out of the 81. Big sparks coming. Is that the 26? 27. Jeb Burton.
Looks like a flat tire on the 27. Let's focus up front. Looks like the 7's going to have a chance at the stage.
And Allgaier is going to win stage 1. 12th stage win already this year. Side of row 1, bringing it back to green.
There's one guy in the booth that doesn't know how all these cars are going to drive, Rick. I'm concerned.
Sheldon Creed on the outside of that front row.
All those cars on the inside line behind the double file, they were all penalty cars, so they had to start on the inside. That's why that looks so strange.
And quickly the pack is broken up.
Once again, 24 laps to go in this stage. Short stage is short race.
For A.J. Allmendinger, he moves to the outside. He was tucked in behind Sam Mayer, and they were both looking to block whichever line was running the quickest, but it was Allmendinger who moved to the outside first, and now that line has propelled him to the front. Parker Kligerman in the 48, pushing that 16. Allgaier, who won stage 1, was trying to get that low line running again.
A 10 to go here in stage 2, and there is a good chance that the current regular season championship leader Cole Custer could go down a second lap here at Daytona. It is crazy to think that going into the Michigan race last week, Custer had the largest regular season points lead anyone had had all year long at 56 points, and it has vanished in 2 races. Jeff Burton, that shows you how quickly things can change here in NASCAR.
Yeah, and things have changed on the track as well as the inside lane started to form. Jeb Burton running about 7th or 8th. He was the first one to make a move.
Allgaier had to get out of the gas there. It was close. He was about ready to turn that 27.
Chandler Smith pulled down and didn't get in line. That killed his opportunity. He's now back behind the 27 and the 20. Ryan Truex says, all right, I'm going to lead this bottom lane.
I'll show y'all.
Like 1 lap. It went to the top in 2 laps, and it went back to double file in about 1 lap.
So if you're Parker Kligerman in this situation that he is in as far as points, needing points, do you stay in line?
Well, it worked in the first stage, and I agree with that. I think that he doesn't have to win these stages. So as long as you continue to have help like this where guys continue to jump up top, the 48 just needs to be patient and stay in that line.
Yeah, what you can't do, though, is you can't get lazy.
Allgaier is fighting. He's on the inside now for the lead. He drifts back as they cross the start-finish line. Under 5 to go now.
98's to his rear bumper. That's going to push him forward. He's going to be on the lower line, so he's going to make some ground up right here. What does he do with it? Does he jump to the outside line, or does he stay on the bottom?
And I think Allmendinger loves this. Let the 20 go down and block the bottom. See if that upper lane can get a little bit of a run. Now I like what the 20's doing. Top down the straightaways, bottom in the corner.
Here comes the 7 again. He gets to the inside. Will he have enough help? Can he clear the 20? He does. Now, which line will he go to when they come out of turn 4? Creed gets right up to the back bumper. Coming up on 1 to go and into the wall. One car, the one of Sam Mayer, spins on the apron, and the caution's going to come out before the end of the stage. It looked like the 5 of Anthony Alfredo may have got into the wall. Sure enough.
Him back right there. Looks like a big wiggle, was getting a push, maybe lost the back of the race car off the nose of the 1, then the 1 loses control himself.
That will mean a sweep of stage 1 and 2 for Allgaier. That's the 15th time that Allgaier has swept the stages. Ryan Truex has already won. He won at Dover earlier this year.
How about the 5 of Alfredo? We saw him make contact with the, oh no, the 9 going around.
Brandon Jones in the concrete, the asphalt there, and does he stay up the wall? He will, and he's trying to stay out of the grass.
You're all here. You get back to the apron here.
Brandon Jones is very thankful that all that's fresh pavement. That would have been grass years ago.
People running into the back of each other, and Brandon Jones just never could get caught back up. And Steve, you mentioned it, all of this is asphalt. 24 to go. Everybody knows it's go time. Contact.
Oh, and a wreck. Jesse Love gets turned around. The 31 also involved. The 9 of Brandon Jones. The 27 of Jeff Burton. And a lot of steel gets messed up here in turn 1.
A little bit of movement. Push gone wrong. 8 goes around. Catches Jeff Burton, which pushes a bunch of cars to the bottom. The 31 back up the racetrack. Pretty hard contact with the right rear and the right front.
Saw the 00 Cole Custer involved.
Well, there you have it. Basically, Jeff Burton offset to the right rear quarter of the 9 barely, and then the 8. Then the 8 gets taken 3 wide, which ends up being 4 wide.
Allmendinger in control. Outside line with a little momentum.
Oh, it is.
The big one's going to happen. The 5 of Alfredo was involved. Jeffrey Earnhardt in the 26 is caught up in this. Once again, Jeremy Clements in the 51.
5 has a flat right here if he just gets loose. 26 goes left to miss him.
And 26 hit hard on that outside wall. When he goes back up here, nobody stops him. Bam, right there.
Yeah, it's that quickly things
SVG also involved in this. Inside line with the advantage. A great push. And they stay close. Allgaier shoving Riley Herbst. Truex swings outside. Gets in front of the 16 of Allmendinger. Once they get the white flag, the next flag ends the race. White flag in the air. One more time around. Truex out front. When does someone make a move? And right there, the 16's going to slide. He got a shove from behind. He's going to go back up the racetrack. He gets into the wall. The caution will come out, and the 20 is out front. Ryan Truex is going to win at Daytona.
Right there. And there's contact, and around goes Allmendinger.
The 16 either turns left to block or the car itself just spins. It makes it look like he's turning left. It's hard to know exactly if...
He is back in victory lane, and now he's at the most famous stock car track in the world.
Hey, race fans, thanks for watching our video. For all NASCAR on Fox News, content, and the best clips from Fox Sports, be sure to follow and subscribe to our channel.